Steve Harwell, good morning.
Hey, Michael, how are you?
Doing great. So Smash Mouth has a show with Tonic at the Zeiterion Theater coming up in a couple of weeks, July 16th. Is Tonic on the whole tour?
Yeah, they are. They're good guys. They've been with us for a while now.
Did I see you guys have a new book out?
Paul, our bass player, just wrote a book. It's the Smash Mouth official biography called Walking on the Sun, and it was out on Monday. It just came out on Monday. You can get that on Amazon.com, and actually this week it's 99 cents.
Walking on the Sun, that was a #1 song, right?
That was a #1 song, yeah.
All-Star, also a #1?
#1.
When you watch Shrek, I mean, that is such a major part of that movie.
Yeah.
That must be pretty cool for you.
Yeah, it is. And, what's great is that, we get new generations of fans every single day.
Exactly.
Kids watch Shrek. And, people actually come up to me and say, Mr. Shrek. So we don't hate being tied to that film. That was a good one.
So what can we expect at the Zeiterion Theater on July 16th?
People, because we play, we have a lot of pop songs, people think it might be a little bit more of a tame show, but we really rock. We bring the energy, so it's a high-energy rock show.
Hey, I would not be doing my job if I didn't ask you about the bread incident. Can you shed some light on the bread incident that just happened a couple weeks ago?
Here's what I got to say about that. A couple things. One, obviously, I could have, chosen better words when getting pissed off, but I don't think anyone wants people to show up at their job and throw stuff at them.
I was wondering when I first saw the video, because like bare naked ladies, sometimes they'll throw macaroni and cheese. I thought it might have been part of the show. So it's not part of throwing bread is not part of a Smash Mouth show.
No, and it wasn't just Smash Mouth either. It was the whole weekend. So unfortunately, the promoter of that show, they had a vendor there that was giving away free sliced loaves of bread. So, you get a sliced loaf of bread on a hot day at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're not going to take it home and eat it, right? I mean, you just throw it. So if you look at video footage from the day before, it was the same thing. I mean, there's just thousands of pieces of bread. It looked like a flock of seagulls over the stage and over the crowd.
It would have made so much more sense to give the bread to the people on the way out.
On the way out, right. So these people are walking around with all this bread. They got nothing to do with it, so they're just throwing it around the place. It was like that the entire weekend. So that promoter really should have done something about the bread vendor and not invited him back, but they didn't. So it got a little out of hand, and people are wadding him up in balls. It's like a baseball, and so you start getting pelted with that stuff. That's no fun.
So I mean, you kind of lost it there.
Yeah,
probably one of those moments. Everybody has those moments where you can feel yourself going. The blood starts to boil. And you're like, okay, I could go one of two directions here. Here I go. And
usually you turn around when you walk off, but this one kid was getting to me, and probably could have used a better choice of words, but at the same time,
dude, you're a rock star. You don't have to apologize.
Yeah, exactly. At the same time, it's like, screw you, dude.
So no bread on July 16th at the Zeiterion Theater.
No, we don't need bread anymore.
Everyone leave the bread at home. Well, you know what? Unless it's Portuguese sweetbread, because you're going to see a lot of great Portuguese food when you come here to New Bedford.
Fantastic.
You might want us to throw a little Portuguese sweetbread up on the stage, but that's about it.
Absolutely, that sounds good. All
right. Hey, Steve Harwell from Smash Mouth, thank you so much for calling in this morning. We'll see you in a couple of weeks at the Zeiterion Theater. Tickets still on sale at Zeiterion.org. For Smash Mouth and Tonic, Steve.